Good evening, parents and staff. As the proud executive director of the Charlotte Jewish Preschool, I'd like to welcome you to our very first Zoom curriculum night. I'm filled with gratitude for the opportunity to share more about the CJP with you, and I look forward to partnering with you during these very important years in your child's life. Thank you for making the time to attend tonight. I know it's hard with little ones. Connecting with you on nights like tonight do help us grow and strengthen our school community together. So thank you. I'd like to take a minute to thank all of the staff at CJP for all of your innovation that went into pivoting in March to a virtual preschool, which didn't exist before you created it. The teamwork, flexibility, and hard work that went into reopening, and the passion and dedication that you bring to CJP as you nurture and teach our children every day. You are all an inspiration, and I am truly honored to work with you. Also, a special thanks to our board of directors, led by Melanie Resnick, and our administrative staff, Michelle Bamford, our director of finance, Allison Kalick, our office manager, Glynis Robbins, our receptionist, and Rebecca Green, who's with us tonight, our director of education, who have been working tirelessly since March to do whatever needs to be done to maintain the health and the well-being of our beloved school since the pandemic. Each year brings new challenges, ideas, and excitement and enthusiasm around what we do here at CJP. The challenges this year are obvious, but I must have to say, I think together we're doing pretty awesome. I never would have thought that during a school year where parents were not allowed inside, I would feel a deeper connection and a stronger partnership that is more community-centric than ever. Together, we're rocking this. I want to thank you, parents, very much for your efforts, your responsibility, your consideration for others, as it's going to help us remain the most healthy school that we can be. Tonight, we're going to spend a few minutes discussing our philosophical beliefs about how children learn, best practices in early childhood, and the values and Judaic lens through which we teach. Then we're going to connect you with your child's teacher so that you can learn more about how theory meets practice in your child's classroom. Our curriculum is grounded in our mission to provide young children with a secure and loving atmosphere in which to grow, develop a positive self-image, and learn the joy of Jewish life. We believe students learn best when presented with a program that is multidisciplinary, student-centered, and meets the needs of the whole child. We know that children begin to learn and understand the world around them best through play and experiential learning. Our philosophy is inspired by various educational influences, including, but not limited to, the Reggio Emilia approach. Two founding principles of the Reggio Emilia approach include one's image of the child and the value that's placed on the environment and materials when providing meaningful learning experiences. In Reggio speak, it's referred to as the environment as the third teacher. Here at CJP, we believe children are capable, competent, curious, have unique needs, and are worth the entire world. This view that we have of children is present in all that we do as educators here at CJP. It can be seen in the way we present materials and the way that we maintain our spaces. When given time, space, and appropriate materials, children are able to generate answers and develop their own ideas and constructs. Our job is to support these qualities and challenge children in appropriate ways so they can develop to their fullest potential. So how do we support these qualities? With our learning environments. Our learning environments are of the utmost importance to us. Our teachers are so proud of their learning spaces that they've created. They have evolved into these places of warmth and research. These environments reflect our values and our beliefs about how children learn. We use open-ended materials. An open-ended material is one that can be manipulated and used for infinite learning experiences. It does not limit the children or tell them what to do or what to learn. Rather, it provokes them to engage with those materials to create their own meaning and express themselves uniquely. When given independence and the opportunity to create, our students thrive and gain confidence. We accomplish this through the use of provocations, and provocations are invitations to learn. You can see in this classroom here that there are various examples of provocation. First, you can see at the table that it is probably Shabbat because there is a provocation for Shabbat. There is an invitation for children to engage with those materials, engage with those items, and work with them in different ways. There's another provocation at the spindle table to the left that is filled with whales. It's filled with ocean, other ocean animals, sea creatures. It's filled with shells and blue felt. And those children that when they approach that table are invited to interact with those materials in all kinds of ways. We don't tell them what to do when they go over there. We leave it up to them. The students will draw on their past knowledge of what they know about the theme. And in this case, it looks like it's Jonah and the whale. And they're going to interact with those materials in ways that are meaningful to them. One child might take those materials and begin to make patterns with the sea creature. Another child might come over and count them. Another child might come over and have dramatic play with them and engage with another child. They might play family with them. So those are all examples of how provocations work in their learning environments. The environment also directly supports our values-based curriculum. Whether it's our classroom environment, school environment, our community-wide environment, our values embody who we are and how we operate at CJP, from our youngest one's classroom to the boardroom. These 5 values you see here, Limud, Kavod, B'Tselem Elohim, Kahila, Tikkun Olam, they serve as the foundation for everything we do today, and they direct us in how we strive to be better for tomorrow. These values are also, they carry themselves throughout the school culture. Our teachers use these values when they interact with one another. We interact with our parents with these values, with our children with these values. And we also want our students to exercise these values and be comfortable with these values. Our goal is we want all of our students to be mensches who take care of the world around them, respect themselves and others in their own community. These values are woven through all aspects of our curriculum and daily life. It's how we accomplish teaching through a Jewish lens. So whether we're learning about the seasons or Rosh Hashanah or sea creatures, when it's channeled through a value, it's always Jewish.
That's right, Brooke. Judaism is woven into everything that happens in the classroom, even when it's not overt. Brooke just spoke about the 5 core values that serve as the foundation for everything we do within our CJP walls. We are a Jewish values-driven curriculum, and there are many more Jewish values that inspire our school than just those 5. When students make get well soon cards for sick friends, they're practicing the Judaic value Bikor Cholim, taking care of sick people. When they share stories about their pets at home, they're sharing about Tsar Ba'alei Chayim, taking care of all of God's creatures. When our teachers create a unit all about friendship, they're teaching Chaverut, the Jewish concept that goes deeper than simply just having friends, but implies the importance of how we treat those friends, how we honor and respect them, love and appreciate them, and truly value what is a special relationship. Then there are times when Judaism is conspicuous, such as during our daily blessings. In morning meetings, teachers lead our students in the Modet Ani, the blessing in which we thank God for waking us up in the morning, and the Shema, where we acknowledge that there is only one God. On Monday mornings, classes begin with Havdalah, the service separating Shabbat from all other days so that we can set our intention for a productive week. On Fridays, our classes celebrate Shabbat together, sipping grape juice and eating challah, winding down from a busy week at school. You'll also hear blessings or brachot every time our students eat something. We thank God for food at snack times and before lunch because it teaches our students about gratitude. Maybe they've even started saying the blessing at dinner time in your home. There are many aspects to our curriculum which you've heard about tonight, but it's important to mention that our Judaic curriculum is holiday driven. We start our year with Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year and the birthday of the world, and we celebrate all major holidays, major Jewish holidays, through the end of the school year. If Judaism is new to you, you are in for a treat. Almost every month we have another holiday that we look forward to and celebrate. And throughout your time here at CJP, you're sure to learn as much as your preschooler. You've probably already heard about Yom Kippur, the day in which we ask for forgiveness, because that happened earlier this week. And maybe your child is coming home with excitement in their voice as they talk about building a sukkah, because the holiday of Sukkot is right around the corner. We use the North Carolina Foundations for Early Learning and Development to guide teachers in implementing curriculum. Foundations establishes goals for children's development and learning and informs our teachers on age-appropriate expectations. Foundations is broken down into 5 different learning domains with the purpose of educating the whole child. The whole child approach to teaching supports and nurtures all areas of children's development and learning, from social, emotional, and cognitive skills to literacy, math, and science understanding. The learning domains and subdomains in Foundations serve as a guide for our teachers to create rich and varied learning experiences for all kinds of learners. We use a continuum for developmental indicators for our students ages 1 through 5. Teachers use this as a guideline when they refer to their progress reports. Our progress reports do look the same for all of our age levels, but our teachers evaluate their students based on their own development. That being said, it is now time for you to hear what your classroom teacher has to share in their classroom. We hope you enjoy seeing their environment and hearing how they put into practice all of the facets of our curriculum. Lehitraot.
Thank you for joining us. Have fun in your classrooms.